Hello and welcome. Yes, it is Tuesday. That means it is Dungeons and Dragons night. Usually I have my other campaign happening, but it only happens once every other week, and I had to find a way to fill the time. So today we are starting a brand new campaign of Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. I've been playing this game a lot. I've got 80 hours in it already, and I only got it a few weeks ago, so I'm really enjoying it, and I hope you enjoy it as well. So, this game, if you've never played Pathfinder, which I doubt anybody who is watching my stream has never even heard of it, but it's a very sort of D&D adjacent game. It's like D&D in theme and form, but it's much more complex mechanically. There's a lot more customization options, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. A couple of things before we get started. First off, this is not a, mechanics-heavy challenge run. This is a story run, which means a couple of things. One, it means that I'll be playing on normal difficulty. And two, it means that I will be sort of going through and finding all of the dialogue options and either letting the voice actors do what they do or reading it myself so that we can get the fullness of the story. This means the game will move a little bit more slowly than it would if you were playing it yourself. But I wanna really take it all in. This is a very, very deep game lore-wise, and I really want to get into that. This, my friends, is Tam. No surname, just Tam. Tam does not know who his parents were. He only knows that he was dropped off as an infant at a monastery where he was raised by the monks there. And though he took well to his lessons and he learned all of the things that they had to teach him, he always felt like it was too confined for him. So when he came of age, he decided to go wandering. Just solo exploring, see what he could see, meet who he could meet, learn what he could learn. And I will say that for the purposes of this game, he's probably been doing that for the last 3 to 5 years. Just wandering around, living off of the land, talking to people, and having experiences. Which is where we will start this game. But that's only the start. Now, this is not going to be a super mechanics-heavy stream. As I said, this is a story game, so I'm not going to get deep into the weeds of the mechanics of Pathfinder. We're going to take the Instinctual Warrior Barbarian, which is essentially the sort of monkish type of barbarian. I see them as kind of like the Vulcans. Endless wells of feelings of rage, very tightly controlled. So they have the same sort of rage as all the other barbarian subclasses, but they keep it focused. So we're going to go ahead and go with the Instinctual Warrior to represent the idea that he was brought up by these monks and he learned a great deal of self-control, but he still has this wanderlust, this thing inside him that pushes him to better himself. We are going to make him a halfling. And we're going to go with Hasty Halfling, which trades away a couple of the advantages of being a halfling for an increase in speed and a bonus to initiative, which means we will join combat more quickly. By the way, I know I said this wasn't a teaching game, but if you hover over anything that's glowing, it gives you a definition, and I love that. It's such a good thing in a game with so many rules. Big fan, A+, moving on. Now, if we're going to make somebody who is brought up in a monastery, doesn't know any other life, I think the correct choice would be Martial Disciple. For obvious reasons. That's the sort of martial monk kind of background. And now, stats. Halflings are already pretty weak, and in fact, Tam is going to be weaker than most. However, again, he learned his lessons very, very well. We'll get to this later, but he worships a god that is all about self-perfection. We'll go 12 Con. We'll go 10 Charisma. And we're going to shoot the Wisdom all the way up to 17 because High Wisdom benefits this particular style of Ranger. So, 7 Strength, 19 Dex, 12 Con, 10 Intelligence, 17 Wisdom, and 10 Charisma. Up next, we have our skills. We get 3. We're going to go with mobility, trickery, and lore nature to sort of represent the fact that he's been wandering around the world for the last several years and probably got into and out of some scrapes. We're taking dodge, which gives us a bonus to our armor class. And then deity. We are going to pick Irori. Irori, also known as the Master of Masters, the Enlightened One, and the Perfect Human, is the god of enlightenment, self-perfection, knowledge, healing, and inner strength. His followers claim that he was once a mortal who achieved absolute physical and mental perfection, and thus attained divinity of his own volition. He is one of the core gods, if not the most powerful deity, of the Vedrani pantheon, but has an increasing following in the Inner Sea region as well. So this is kind of the religion that Tam was brought up in, so it informs a lot of the way he makes decisions. And we are actually going to start neutral. At the moment, Tam is not worldly enough to be able to make the choice between good and evil. He has been around, but he has not been in a position where he had to take a side. And before that, he was totally cut off from the world. So he's still a little bit naive. We're going to put him right in the center at neutral for the time being. Birthday. Well, my birthday is April 20th, and 420 is a funny number, so we're going to go ahead and just go with that.
We will be victorious!
And here is our character sheet. There's a lot going on here, so if you're not super familiar with Pathfinder, please just let your eyes glaze over. And why don't we go ahead and jump right into the game? Make way, coming through, fetch a healer, quick!
Hey, somebody! We got a wounded fighter. Can we get a healer over here?
My, would you look at this? But why would you drag a wounded fighter into the middle of the festival square? Couldn't he be carted off somewhere else, like, oh, I don't know, an infirmary? Or an accommodating ditch?
Rough, Darren, rough.
Make room, everyone! Step back! Now, what's the matter? What happened to him? The wound looks nasty. Who did this to him?
Demons, Prelate. We found him barely alive outside the walls of Kenabras.
So, first off, Kenabras. This game does have a lot of proper nouns in it, so we're going to talk a little bit about Kenabras. Kenabras is a city of glory, but not one of spotless virtue. Until the First Mendevian Crusade, it was a small town perched atop a bluff overlooking the West Selen River. During the final dark days of Sarkoris, hysterical refugees splashed across the river and sought safety behind the walls of Kenabras? At first, these refugees were allowed in unquestioningly. However, a Leletu demon named Minago entered Kenabras magically disguised as a refugee. Once inside the town's walls, she revealed her true form and slaughtered dozens of citizens before vanishing in a cloud of greasy black smoke. After the Red Morning Massacre, as it was called, Kenabras, I guess it's pronounced, refused entrance to any except those who could demonstrate the direst need. Individuals who fell under suspicion were turned away or executed on the spot. Kenabras became known as a safe but suspicious city. By the time of the Second Crusade, the leaders of Kenabras agreed to house one of the ward stones to guard against the demonic hordes pouring from the world wound. This act ensured Kenabras' role as a strategically vital city, key to the defense of Mendev.
The walls, you say? Enemy doesn't usually stray so close to the city. Must fortify the defenses. And you, hold fast. Don't die. We'll see you right. We'll get you patched up now. But first, you there, guard. Take his weapons.
What?
Bearing arms is not permitted during the festival. Wounded or not, Everyone must abide by the rules.
My guy, I
Get
might
his
be
things
dying.
back after the festival.
Okay, fine, fair enough, I
O
guess.
Inheritor, leader of our troops, the sharpened edge of our blades and the unyielding strength of our armor, Iomade, I beseech you, grant your mercy. Heal his wounds.
Iomade is another piece of vocabulary that we are going to need to know a little bit about. Iomade, also known as the Inheritor, Light of the Sword, and Lady of Valor, is the goddess of righteous valor, justice, and honor. Having served as Erodin's herald, she inherited many of the last Aslante's followers upon his death, and continues to espouse the ideas of honor and righteousness in the defense of good and the battle against evil. I won't give up that easily.
Hear, hear! That's the Crusader spirit. My powers are not enough here. Someone call for Terendelev. You there! Yes, you! Stop dithering and gawping and make yourself useful. Go and get Terendelev!
Prelate, surely there is somebody else here better suited to running errands.
Oof, okay.
I'll get her! Terendelev! Has anyone seen Terendelev?
Be quick about it before it's too late. Now, who are you? I don't remember seeing you before, and I have an excellent memory for faces.
I'm a traveler. I was just passing by.
Just passing by? And how am I to know that you're not a demon spy? Or worse!
I'm not going to read the demon tooltip. The demons are demons.
My dear prelate, please, for the sake of the festivities, stop interrogating this poor man.
Thank you.
He has been through enough already. Go on. I'll take care of him.
All right, as you wish. You are our protector, and a dragon at that. So I shall defer to your wisdom. But be on your guard. I've been informed he was wounded near Kenabras.
Kenabras.
That means the demons are
God damn
prowling
it,
just
Cunningham.
outside the walls. And the city is crawling with their spies. Others may be able to relax on this holiday, but not you or I. Not the defenders of this city.
He seems like a really fun guy.
Pry loose the grudging grip of pain. Cast off the veil of suffering flesh. Let light and life go forth in triumph to repel the skulking shade of death. There.
Thank you for helping me.
I accept your thanks. But my work is not yet done.
Who are you?
My name is Terendelev. I am the protector of the city.
Are you really a dragon?
You don't believe me? Perhaps I should retake my true form and engulf this square with my ice breath to win your trust.
That's not necessary.
Pay no mind to my current guise. I appear this way when I walk among the people. I would hamper the festivities if I tried to attend in my true form.
That's a fair point. What happened to me?
I do not know yet, and that troubles me. I am not entirely sure what the demons did to you. This wound is no ordinary injury, and it was inflicted by no ordinary weapon. I have rid you of your pain and restored your strength, but only time will allow you to heal fully.
Can I go?
Certainly, but be careful. I have managed to get you back on your feet, but I have not healed you fully. Alas, sooner or later, your pain will return. But do not be discouraged. You will recover, I promise you that. Tomorrow, come to the cathedral and say that you are expected by Terendelev, protector of Kenabras. We will find a way to help you. But for now, put this out of your mind and enjoy the festival. They are all too rare in this time of war, and merriment is one of the best medicines.
Kenabras is a city poised on the border between two worlds. On one side, the ordinary world. I missed all of that. It's fine. Inhabited by ordinary people, and on the other, the world wound, the demon's foothold on Galarian. Heroes from across the world flock to Kenabras to aid the Crusader cause. The protracted war offers little cause for celebration, but today is the anniversary of the city's founding. For today, the city's main square has been cleared of marching troops and given over to performers and carnival games. The townsfolk deserve the chance to forget about the bloodshed, if only for a day. I'm gonna hit tab, which allows me to see everybody. And we're gonna talk to some folks, I think. I mean, the dragon told me to drink, so I'm gonna do that. What? She didn't actually tell me to drink? Well, that's what I heard her say. Open bar, huh? That's a choice.
I'll go ahead.
Here's, let's see. Darren was the guy that told them to throw me in a ditch. Oh, he's a jerk. Okay. Everybody's letting their hair down, drinking, having a good time, but the demon spies never let up. Yeah, that's fair. And that sucks.
I know the way.
Here's the one that said that she couldn't do errands. Grubby peasants and their grubby diversions. Wow. Okay. So we've got two of that kind of noble. Let's go ahead and throw a dart.
Lord of Locusts, leave my city!
Let the feast begin. Discari's here. Discari himself. Blimey! One minute we had a dragon, the next, bam, she was gone. What are you gonna do? Fight or flee? If fleeing's your plan, let me help you out. I've got a scroll here with a good protective spell.
I've seen you somewhere before.
Yeah, you have. You owe me your life. I'm the one who found you outside the walls and brought you inside to be healed. I see they've patched you up. Good thing they did it before the attack, or else you'd have been done for.
What is Discari?
You must have got a good drubbing round the head, brother. Discari's a demon lord, the most fearsome enemy of all crusaders and all living things, come to think of it.
At this time, the smart thing to do would be to run, but something made Tam decide to take a stand this time instead. Care to lend me a weapon? I'll try to fight the demons.
Sure thing. Here, take this. Best crossbow I've got. The person who made it said it could pierce the hide of a demon lord even.
I guess we'll see.
Good luck! Try not to get eaten now! A mortal gnat snaps its jaws at the Lord of Locusts.
Behold, Iomade. Behold the death I sow.